Yeah, 1600 exactly. Good luck. Oh, we've actually played before. We get white for this one. You see we've got a previous game there. So you can see the score. If you click that, it'll bring the games up. It goes g6. We often do this setup, so we could match that. But I'll play d4 to start. So opponent 8,000 games of rapid. That's a lot of rapid. I will match that, I think. It's the structure I normally aim for, so it's what I play the most, so what I'm most familiar with. That we castle. And now we need to try and come up with a plan. So what do? He stopped us coming here. That's a logical, good move. Do we want to play here? Do we want to go here? I'm going to play rook across first. He'll probably play knight up. He does. So I'm just wondering whether to develop my bishop. I mean, I could play knight in here as well and trade, but... I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to play the knight forward and bring the other knight across. Trade the knight here when he develops, and I'll bring my other knight across. Probably go with the bishop there for black. He does. It just gives us the option to push either pawn here, but I quite like the idea of doing the e-pawn, and if he doesn't trade we can push on. There's no immediate threat to this pawn because the bishop blocks the queen, so that looks like a move to me. But if he doesn't trade, we're threatening to push. He has, so we'll take back. Okay, I guess we'll just take back here as well. Now we can try and support our pawn, build a nice chain, and then get the bishop up somewhere. We could do b, this b diagonal as well. Oh, he's gone forward. That's a really bold move. What's his idea there? Yeah, I was going to say, I could do this sort of concept with the bishop. Even if we do this and then this, really slow and steady. I guess here I've got to drop back. I don't see any tactic, because take he can go with the pawn. So I think we might as well just drop back there. Very bold setup he's gone for. Oh, I don't like that move. He wants to go queen side. That might allow us bishop up to come bishop in. Can we push before he castles? He can't take with this pawn, and if he does this pawn, we can actually take back because of the pin. So I've got the option to push. He can castle and get a rook here. Can I then afford to grab the pawn or grab this pawn? It's a bit dicey, isn't it? A bit dicey. I think I'm better off just going here and challenging this bishop. And then just chuck the pawn up the board if he can. So I'm assuming he wants to go queen side. He must want to do that. c3. Oh, he's just grabbed the pawn. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that move. I don't particularly want to trade. So how do I avoid it? I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble and avoid this. If he takes, I'll activate my rook and go after this pawn. This could get quite spicy, this one now. I was expecting him to try and go for his king safety first. Risk and reward with every move, of course. Blimey, he's gone for that as well. Wow. Okay, I'm going to sack another pawn. We're just going to sack the house here and we're going to go after the king and hope for the best. But I don't want to trade the queen though, so he can't go here because of my rook. He can't go here. So I assume he'll take the pawn. We'll take here. So at least for one move, it's going to be awkward for him castling now with the bishop being here. I mean, technically he could, but it would be really, really risky. But he could be just cleanly winning. But if he goes kingside, I'll have to come in and try and get rid of his defending bishop. And then the king either way will be really open. But it's that risk and reward. If we trade here, we could lose another pawn. But are we 2 pawns down? We're 2 clean pawns down. But we've got the safer king, and we've got h4, h5 maybe to come. Bishop in could be a nice move, just to stop castling if he doesn't do it now. He could castle here and attack the rook, but I assume we would double up. Actually, no, if he castles there, it's checkmate, isn't he? So he can't castle queenside this move. He walks into checkmate with rook up. If he castles here, the bishop is loose. If he plays rook across, we've maybe got a nuisance move with bishop in. And then we can come across here or something like that. Maybe I'm threatening to grab a pawn as well. Takes here, and his king is really open. Really open. I'll just put a little fan on there. It's quite a warm day today, even though there's no sun right now, but it's quite mild for us. But yeah, I've just spotted this as well. Take, and this bishop is hanging. So what's his idea? We say h4 to play h5 is a decent concept as well, or even just h4 on its own, or h3 on its own to give you king a square. I mean, and from his point of view, he just needs 5 moves and a queen out of the way, 6 moves. He sacked the bishop. 6 moves and he gets a new queen, but he's gone for the sack. I'm going to have to take, aren't I? And then I'm threatening to check and get the queen off or hit this pawn, but I've got to take the bishop while it's on offer. He'll have to try and promote his pawn, I assume. So we're attacking this pawn, or what's he going for there? He's hung a rook, so I can just take that. Then I can maybe check. Oh, that must be winning for me. He might not have seen my bishop was there. Now if we get the queen off, it should be winning. So check, queen takes, check, and I'm a clean rook up. I can block the back rank, yeah. That should be good enough. It forces the queen off. It removes such a chunk of risk. That's his best bet, is outside pawns. As long as we can sack the bishop for one, we're still 2 rooks against rook and bishop. If he checks, we can easily block. So my king feels very safe now. So from our point of view, we want to get these, or double the rooks up and go after the king. There's this pawn as well. It's just collapsed in a heap, in a real hurry, hasn't it? Out of nowhere. That's my only realistic move, so don't need to think with that one. But we're threatening to go here and pin the bishop and win the bishop. So if he doesn't deal with this move, then we can just sack even a rook for the pawn if we need to, and we're still cleanly up. Yeah, he's pushed his pawn, but that should allow me to go here, and he can't keep the bishop. So if I go here and he pushes, I take with a check. It's going to create a checkmate threat as well, isn't it? It's just gone wrong really quickly. That's how brutal chess can be sometimes. Because I'm still going to pay attention. You can even do a mouse slip and it can cause the game to turn. But I assume I check here, then either way we can create a checkmate threat. But rook across, we get behind the pawn. But we can go here as well to create a checkmate threat. And say, where's your king going to go? So that makes sense initially. And he's got to deal with that. Now I'm going to come... actually, do I want to do that? I can go here threatening check and mate, can't I? Yeah, that looks cleaner, actually. Get out of the way. Then we just got a nice check. He has to move the king and it's just checkmate. He's only got the one legal move there, and then it's checkmate the next move. Okay, unlucky there. It was still a decent game. There's bound to be some to there. We didn't even get any rating for that. Opponent only lost 1 point, so they've not risked anything themselves either. Pause so we don't accidentally start another game. 27 moves. They're the move times for both players there, so a little bit fast for a rapid game, but let's just analyze it. So you can see Zucator opening kingside fianchetto. If you click on that, you'll get some puzzles to do for training. Do lots and lots of them. Yeah, so the game's really turned round about move 15, but we've been level or better most of the game. We played a good game actually, 98% versus 87, but not many mistakes. There's just one key mistake, and it's given us the winning advantage. So we're just playing common sense development moves. So this is a structure you'll see in lots and lots and lots of my games with this type of position out with the knight f3 opening, and we're just looking for some development moves. We've traded here. It's just completely level. Nice playable position for both sides. The f5, yeah, he should have just castled there. He's gone a bit bold with f5. He should have castled. We develop our bishop to f4. Then he plays bishop to e8. So castle, bishop f4. Then he drops his bishop back to e8. That's a little bit odd. That's what should have happened anyway. He went a little bit bold aggressive. We dropped back, only realistic move in that position. We develop our bishop, and then he's grabbed the pawn, and then a second one, which you can see that's his only blunder of the game. And it's now plus 4.4 for us. So he should have castled in this position. We're still better, but just 1.5. I mean, at our level, it could easily turn. If I don't convert the advantage, then we could just end up material down and worse up, like, 10 moves down the line. So he should have castled, and we should have just played a4, just chucked everything down the board. Obviously not lose the rook, but just chuck everything down the board, and he'll do the same this side. But that was apparently better for us. And we've gone after the bishop. He didn't see any better move than castling, so we've taken the bishop. Then he's maybe just not seen that my bishop was covering there, I assume. We get the queen off the board to remove a lot of risk. Then we've guaranteed winning the bishop, and we just create this nice checkmate ID. Not much else he could try other than getting his pawn in there, but still a decent game. So well done.